Um, Hi, howdy, hello, welcome back to the Raw Gray Matter. It's your boy. Hope y'all had a great day, great time since I saw you last. All that fun jazz. Um, it's been fucking eventful for me. Especially after that fucking last video upload. Tell you what, probably get into that today at some point. But it's things are happening fast. Like progression is accelerating, not time, because time, right, doesn't isn't necessarily a factor. Progression, linear progression, like things gotta happen. Um, and yeah, shit be fucking nonstop these days. Fucking, where where do where do we start? We start with this. Um, got the nice little pink ones again. Um, I don't know if like the dye from the pink, makes a big difference. It's a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? Like how much of a difference does that really make? I don't know. I'm not sweating it too much, I guess. I like I think it's pretty. Um, this is always like the awkward stage, right? Starting. Hard to talk and see me. Gas. Gas. Alright. Well, where to start for today? I don't know. Well, today, first and foremost, I have my first like actual breath class with Mr. Bob at 1. Super geeked. Really excited to actually do the for real like breath stuff. Um, because like I've been trying to like practice, a little bit, but it is gonna be nice to have coach instructions. You know what I mean? Like, sure, I think I'm doing it right, but until I have, the real guy tell me how to do it, how do I know? Do it with him. Still waiting on a fucking email from Mike. I'm gonna email him on Friday if he doesn't send me something by then. I'm just gonna check that, make sure he's okay. Everything's still smooth. He don't need anything from me because we got some shit in the works. Took some steps forward since the last time we talked, and more things are coming together. More things are coming together for sure. Um, I listened to a podcast the other day about crypto and tokens and whatnot, and I'm glad I did. And I'm glad I never like the homie told me to write a paragraph explaining our token the other day, and I couldn't because I didn't know what to write, like how to explain it or like like that whole thing. But I know now. I know the goal. I know the mission. It's I have my mind made up, mindset. So now we just gotta execute, and it's coming together. It's coming together real nice. I'm gonna send the Google Doc to the homie once I'm finalized with it, and I got the fucking one thingy, the PMA finalized, so I can start pounding the pavement, hitting podcasts, and you know, getting exposure when there's like super actionable things. Because you only get one impression, and don't want to fuck that up by like having people interested and then them not being able to complete the steps just because it's not ready yet. Like it's gonna be ready like in a couple weeks, like in a week hopefully. got it. I don't want it to take much longer than a week because the full release date is going to be on the 18th of December, right? So I got to get a lot of fucking shit done before then, which can be done for sure. Can be done, but I'm just ready to do it. Like I hate the like this is the stage in the race, right? Like you're fucking sitting there, you got the engines ready, like everybody's watching the tree, right? Fucking, and it's the first light's gone off, and we're just waiting for it to like the next ones to fall in place, and then for the green, you know, really, really, really got it lined up. And it's all coming together. And then I have another idea, another person I'm going to contact once we have these last little things finalized, and if if that crazy genius mad idea works, boy, I tell you what, we gonna have some cool shit happening. And I got faith in it. CZ knows what's up. He understands the game. And fucking, I guess while we're talking about that, this whole FTX thing is fucking bananas. Like that's really what's like we're in a race against time now because ever since this happened, think about it as you will, like how deep you want to go. Whether it's just negligent, business ownership or, big, you know, the whole his funding the Democratic Party, like who told him to do that? And then you start looking into like the money from Robert Maxwell, they got transferred to Epstein, they got transferred to, you know, fucking SBF, the whole FTX thing. Because 2019, a lot of shit happened, right? Epstein died, or whatever. FTX gets like started, and fucking whatchamacallit, Joe Biden like announces like run for president, and like Joe Biden announced presidency. 13 days later, FTX start. FTX overnight success gets pushed through all the regulators. It's mainstream. Everybody supports it, and he's like, now that this has like happened and like come out, like it discredits it so much, and like discredits him, and like there's a million right excuses. Oh, he's young, blah blah blah, like all that. So like the next young person that comes out, hella skeptic, right? And that's no good. That's no bueno. No bueno for the cause. But is what it is. We keep on trucking. But yeah, Joe Rogan and Giannis Pappas talked about it today. I just watched the little clip on YouTube for this, and yeah, like even if you don't want to go deep on it, like it's whack. And with that, right, the New York Fed just announced that they're going to partner with major banks to release a 12 like week pilot digital dollar, right? Like a CBDC, central bank digital currency, which is anything but what crypto really is, right? Like that's such like the antithesis of what it was like designed for and like built upon. Because it'll be controlled centrally, just like how our money system is now. And it won't even be like blockchain. It'll just be like a, a digital dollar. It's not going to have any of the perks of crypto and like all that stuff like in the user's favor. It'll be in the upper top favor. You know what I'm saying? It'll make a lot of shit fucking sketchy. Lose a lot of freedom. And if you're the type of person that's like, oh, why would you even worry about that? Like what do you have to hide? It doesn't matter. It's the principle, right? And just because it's not you today doesn't mean it won't be you in the future. You know, you see, like shit shit flips so quick these days. What can be acceptable one day can be not acceptable the next. Look at the dumb shit. It's all like little things. Instead of focusing on the big problems that have persisted forever and like things that we can change, we just bitch about shit that doesn't isn't relevant for the most part. But big podcast I want to recommend real quick is listen to, because like this is a lot of like it feels scary and it feels like, oh, like there's nothing that we can do type shit sometimes. But listen to the higher side chats fucking episode with, fuck, I forget his name. I want to say Jeff Bush, like the Live Free Academy, Freedom Cells, that type of shit. Um, yeah, look into that. Listen to that. Look into that because that's really the steps that way. You know what I mean? Nobody's gonna save you but yourself. Type beat. So the dream will only work if you do. At least that's how I think. Mm, what do I know? But yeah, Twitter been popping off lately, and then like it's really convenient that all this shit comes out like right after they finally close the election, right? And like, since when did it take so fucking long to count shit? Mm-hmm. Right? Like we used to do that shit lickety split. And other countries still do it quick. And it's only sus, right, when they extend it for a long amount of time. And then you see like there were some pictures that were like on Twitter, apparently from like that place in Arizona. And it was just like fucking suitcase duffel bag type, like roller bags, like filled with ballots that they found. You know what I mean? Like just mad sus shit. So crazy. Like what doesn't raise any questions? Not even a little bit. I think it's just worth, looking into. Like look at the numbers. And like for treasurer, like the Republican candidate like won, and there was a shit ton more people that voted for that than voted for like the whole governor thing or whatever the fuck the whole like debacle is about. And those would have been like enough to like win. You know what I'm saying? Just things to think about. You know, things to look into. Because like defense without like defending a topic or a subject, right? Anything without like looking into it, that's basically indoctrination, right? Like you're not standing on your own legs at all. You're relying on other people's information. And yes, you have to rely on other people's information to some degree, but like forming your own opinion, like you're relying on somebody else's opinion, not information. I guess that's what I'm looking for. Okay, I kind of want to get into this story about what happened after the last video. So I uploaded that last one, right? And then the homie came over and we were like sitting inside on the couch. And this is like within 30 minutes of me uploading it. I started getting like hella bot follows on Instagram, like one after another, like every minute. and then it like slowed down. It was just crazy. It was like a very odd amount, like probably 20 something, like at least every hour something was happening. Like one of them was engaging with my account, like a follower, like, you know what I mean? Um, and then went down the rabbit hole of looking at like who followed one of the bot accounts, and it was super sauce. It was like the only one that had like comments on it. It was like the first one that popped up, and crazy, crazy captions on its posts. Then the internet started acting funky, like disconnected. Wife, like I was FaceTiming um, this girl about it, right? Because I just wanted to gossip. I just had to get off my chest, right? Because I was like freaking out. Everything just like it was just weird, right? Like so many like bots, whatever. I was like, this isn't this weird. And then we were talking about it, and then everything like lags out, and then like I said, it says I have LTE, but then I'd go to like use internet because I turned off my Wi-Fi because that shit stopped working. The router fucked up, and it would like I'd go to like Google and it would say air internet disconnected, but then like I would get notifications for like, you know, apps, and I could like click Instagram and it would like pop up in the background and like start to like load, and sure that could be like pre-downloaded information, and then it would say not connected to internet, no connection, but I can still make phone calls. So me and that same girl I was FaceTiming. I was like on the phone with her, and we talked for like an hour. It was just weird. Like nothing was working, and then the TV started working. I could watch YouTube, so I was like, "Fuck, it, I'm going to bed." And so then her and I get off the phone, and then as soon as we get off the phone, her phone like fucks up, and like it disconnects from the Wi-Fi and has no signal, and like nothing works. And my phone continued to not work all night until and like when I woke up, it still wasn't working. And then at like some point, like probably like 30 minutes after I was awake, that shit just instantly started working. Just everything was fine. The and then the internet, like the router stopped blinking. It's crazy. And then like this is following like the Instagram being banned for no reason, or, like suspended. Um, but then they gave it back to me. Like all I had to do was like contest the thing, and then they like, gave it back to me after half a day. So that's weird. And then the computer like had like a power surge and broke. So now I don't have a computer. Lost all that shit. Because like, I came home from work, right, and that shit would like said like 8:14 on the monitor. Like that's when it like, you know, came alive. But then I couldn't like move the mouse, right? Like I moved the mouse and like nothing changed. Hit the keyboard, nothing. So then turn the computer off, and then when I turn it back on, it would like start, and then like, and then it wouldn't send any like the computer tower lights would be on, like the RGBs, but it wouldn't send power to keyboard, mouse, or like monitor. And I was like, damn, sad as a bitch. So now that's why I've been uploading them on my phone. I don't get to pick a thumbnail, and they're just even more raw than they were before. But I hate when the nose is like running because it's cold. That's why I miss the mustache. But I think I look much more approachable, friendly without it. So is what it is. But all right, I gotta go get ready for this breathing shit. It's gonna be great time. And I hope you have a fantastic, a wonderful time. So I'll see you next time.